California task force to study and develop reparation proposals for African Americans. Content warning. Contains discussions of racial discrimination, sexual assault, torture, lynching, and other forms of extreme violence. Contains unedited historical quotations and photographs of white supremacist hatred, torture, lynching, autopsy, and other forms of graphic violence.
Pathologizing Black Family Chapter 8. Introduction. Over 400 years ago, the federal and state governments of our country have decimated black families, both through their own official action and inaction, as well as through creating and supporting systems in which private actors enacted racist policies and practices. Of the legal enslavement of African Americans, the apprenticeship system and segregation laws denied African Americans the stability and safety of the family unit. Last century, both financial assistance and child welfare systems have based decisions on racist beliefs about African Americans. These government-run systems have excluded African Americans from receiving benefits and targeted black families for investigations of child mistreatment and neglect. Further, these structures have placed black children in foster care systems at much higher rates than white children. Meanwhile, the criminal and juvenile justice systems have intensified these harms to black families by imprisoning large numbers of black children, thereby separating black families. All of these actions have systematically worked to deny African Americans the opportunities to form stable, supportive family structures, and have often further stereotyped and blamed African Americans themselves for resulting harms. 3 of this chapter addresses the treatment and decimation of family structure among black enslaved persons during the slavery era of American history. IB discusses the black family from emancipation until the civil rights era, during which government structures and policies empowered the continued enslavement of black children, excluded both black women and black men from healthy parenting relationships, continued to deny the legitimacy, both literal and figurative, of black marriages and children, so as to ensure white wealth was not dispersed to them. Section B addresses the Moynihan Report, which largely blamed the culture of black families for the injustices faced by African Americans and proposed deeply problematic solutions to remedy them. Section B addresses direct cash assistance welfare programs, from their overtly racist origins through modern programs that continue to systematically disadvantage impoverished black families. Section 7 lays out the history of the foster care of Dorothea Lange, Library of Congress. Worker from the South and her baby on an Arizona cotton farm. Lange, circa 1940. 69. Chapter 8. Pathologizing Black Families. Other child welfare systems in America, discussing the myriad ways in which that system further attacked the black family and denied them resources afforded to other Americans. Section 8 addresses the criminalization of black youth, who are targeted consistently both within side of schools, further breaking families apart. Section X addresses issues relating to black victims of domestic violence, who are doubted and excluded from assistance in ways that many white victims are not.